Hi folks, I'm Will Bridges from 123 Trade. In this video, we are going to talk about oil price and targets, why Goldman Sachs is thinking that $80 oil is on the way. We hit $70 for the first time in 3 years on oil. So, very excited about what could happen with this market. Not as excited about expensive gas, but hey, if it's going to happen, I might as well try to make some money somewhere, right? But that being said, let's go ahead and get to the risk disclaimer. Everything in this video will be for educational purpose only. You do with the information what you decide is best. There is no such thing as a guaranteed trade or a guaranteed investment. You do have to risk it to get the biscuit, folks. And if you are looking for more direction, more mentorship, you need some help, send us an email to brokers@123trade or check out our website, 123trade.com. We're more than happy to assist in helping you get to the next level in your trading journey. But let's get down to business. First things first, let's check out the news. Okay, so I know that it's a novel thought, but I typed in the word oil. And actually, I might as well just do this live. Let's see what it says right now. OIL into Google. Okay, this is what you see once you click on this news tab that's here. And these top 3 articles are really going to get the lion's share of what everybody reads. So if you want to know what everybody, for the most part, 33% of people are reading this CNN article. There's 16.7% of people are reading Reuters, and 11.9%, unless the algorithm has changed, are reading this Wall Street Journal article. So this is what people think for the most part, because this is what they're reading. And the majority of people, myself included, don't come up with their own ideas. They take someone else's, because the easiest thing to do in business is be second. So that said, oil hit $70 for the first time in 3 years. That is a bullish signal. We are hitting some high prices. It is also a signal that if we just broke some recent highs that haven't been hit in years, there may be a little bit of sell-off activity. I'm anticipating that to be short term and very much in line with what options traders are thinking, because options traders are betting on the return of $100 per barrel oil. Okay, and we haven't seen prices like that in quite some time. I can actually show you how long it's been. We've really ramped this up in the last few weeks just to show you guys. This is the economic calendar. I use Forex Factory's calendar the most just because it's easiest to look at historical oil data. And this is inventories. This comes out on the 16th. There has not yet been a forecast to come out for this. I would keep an eye out for the forecast data to come out. If you want to follow along with us, I'm going to be talking about that in videos like this, more than likely on Friday in our client-only trading session. Like I said, if you want to join that, information is right below my body in this video. But last couple of times this has come out, inventory has gone down, and by more than anticipated, which means that they just can't keep barrels of oil on their shelves. They're having a hard time keeping them. So that means that there is a supply shortage or an increase in demand, or both. Both of those signs lead toward more expensive oil, and that is what we have seen on the chart. This is what that looks like. Go ahead and clear out everything that's on here. This is our monthly time frame. And I'm just going to break this down for you guys real quick and show you guys where these lofty price targets come from. We're talking about this $70 price that hasn't been hit in 3 years. That's a big deal. I'll show you where that is on the chart. I'll show you where, Goldman may be aiming, why. Okay, all that stuff is important to understand. And it's really, you don't have to know everything that I just read in the news there. If you're good at reading the chart and you can understand the sign language of the market, you can come up with your own ideas for what's happening to the market, because you know where the money is going. Okay, so if I go ahead and I show this broken trend line on oil that started all the way back in 2007, and if I zoom in here and I show you that we have closed above this trend line 2 months in a row, and we are on to our almost 4th month in a row above this line with continued bullish activity. So we are seeing some resistance towards getting out of these lower price zones, because obviously people don't want to pay more for gas. People don't want to pay more for chapstick. They don't want to pay more for anything. So prices are sticky, just like chapstick. And I'm going to expect that to be a slow, gradual process. The market's going to go up, down. People are going to take profit. But Why $80 from Goldman Sachs? Why are options traders looking at 100? Let's go ahead and look at some Fibonacci ratios, because that's something that's been around for the better part of 1,000 years, since Bugolo, the man that also made numbers popular. Sharp guy. We have another video you may want to check out. I think there's a link if you want to learn more about how to trade with Fibonacci's. But I'm going to show why they're important and where these price targets are, because this one is at 70.781, which is where we're kind of seeing a slowdown right now. So we may see a little bit of a pullback, but end of the day, there's a lot of demand and supply price action activity in this zone here. Okay, that happened previously between 2018, 2019. So we spent a lot of time in that price zone. The market may want to come back down and test that. That's actually down here at a price, let's say, let's get a line on here so I can show an exact price of what I'm looking at on this zone here. It's about $61, give or take. So maybe the market comes down and to try to test 61. I don't think that happens anytime soon. That seems like an aggressive downward move. We'd have to give back everything we've given for the last 3 months, which is possible, but something is going to have to happen. Lockdowns are going to have to continue or expand. There's going to have to be some kind of a new catastrophe to go on. I don't see that price as happening anytime soon. And the reality is that I'm not alone. Goldman was talking about one of the most active summers we've seen in years. If I move down to my weekly, this is going to give me a new target. Okay, so I'm going to pull this back over here. And on my weekly chart, this is $89, $1.50. Doesn't seem like, we'll go ahead and draw this. We'll add this on here too. Okay. And in the meantime, we might as well turn on some smart resistance. This is a automated technical analysis tool in here. This is going to pull lots of other highs. So other than my, $88, $89 target that we just found there with the Fibonacci tool, there's also a 107. That's our next true high that happens on our weekly time frame. So there's not a whole lot of resistance after $76. $76 also happens to be one of our blue Fibonacci levels. So maybe we take a little bit of a holiday at 76, and then maybe we keep on moving. We're going to get deeper into this in our session on Friday and look for actual places where we might manage our risk. I'm going to go ahead and show you Goldman Sachs' favorite time frame, the daily. This also happens to be mine. Those folks over at Goldman claim to be pretty good at what they like to do, and hey, sometimes I like to follow their lead, especially if they disagree with Reuters. So here's our price from Goldman. This is our daily chart extension at 79.92. So pretty close to that comfortable $80 number that Goldman Sachs is looking at. We can also zoom in here and see, as this good news has come out about the decreased inventories in oil, we've had rises in the oil price. So all this stuff does tie together. You don't have to know everything, but it does make it easier if you understand. And if nothing else, knowing both just makes you more confident. But if you do want more help with that type of stuff, then like the video, subscribe, ring the bell. We're going to put out a lot more content like this. If you want to join, you want to fund a trading account, then send us an email to brokers@123trade.com. We trade everything under the sun, and you can trade with us live for free every Friday. But again, I'm Will Bridges from your team at 123 Trade. You guys have a great day, and be good or be good at it. Take care, folks.